I'm PJ with ZooFit, and here's another Healthy You, Healthy Earth. Now, a couple days ago, I showcased how zoos help transition us from passive conservation to active. But this practice is a bit of a long game. Now, many zookeepers, docents, and educators try to impart important conservation messages to their audience, maybe often feeling like their words are falling on deaf ears. That's because I've come to the understanding that conveying active conservation may not be the most important part of connection between humans and animals. The way passive conservation works effectively, it relies on the enjoyment factor. And let's be honest, quite frankly, if we are pounded day in and day out with messages of doom and gloom and we have to act immediately, right now, and change your entire life, it turns an enjoyable activity into something more of, a chore. Now, while I made the pretty quick leap from enjoying marine life to doing what I could to protect marine life as a small child, I have more experience in the transformation taking a little bit longer. An example is a family I met as a zookeeper were members and brought their 3 young children to the zoo quite frequently. And they started their regular visits because the kids just loved animals. Their middle child, about 7 years old at the time, loved elephants. Her favorite thing was hearing jokes about elephants whenever they visited. Now, as she grew, so did her appreciation. At about 9 years of age, the family couldn't get enough information about the animals. How big were elephants? How big were their babies? How long is an elephant pregnant? What are the elephant's favorite foods? Now, eventually, though, at around 11, this evolution had metamorphosed this enchanting child into a full-blown conservationist. She actually even won an award at her school for promoting a conservation challenge to help protect and save wild elephants. By regularly visiting and enjoying the zoo, we eventually inspired her, a future conservationist who isn't waiting for the right time to act, but looking for ways to improve her life and the life of elephants worldwide. Now, when the family first started visiting the zoo, they would bring us treats like brownies and cookies. But because of the way her evolution went from enjoying the elephants to protecting the elephants, by the time I left the zoo to pursue ZooFit, their homemade treats were guaranteed not to have palm oil products. Now, these are just ways that experiencing nature can have an impact on our lives as well, and the world around us, by letting ourselves thoroughly enjoy the natural world however we see fit, whether it's a nature walk, visiting the zoo, or just birding on our way to the grocery store. We will eventually shift our perception from simply loving something to actively protecting it. So my question for you today is, how are you connecting to the earth in a positive way today so that we can make it a healthy connection tomorrow?